presidential field has just expanded significantly. So did you guys know Mike Pence is jumping in? He wants to run for prezi.
Oh,
Mike Pence is making a comeback?
the vice president wants to compete with
Against Trump.
Whoa.
Him and Trump had beef at the end, huh?
Big time beef.
Has that ever happened?
I don't I mean, like, so Bush and Reagan, right? Like when it was Reagan versus Bush in like 80, whatever the fuck, 80? Or just before that. And
Bush Sr.
Bush Sr. And they were competing with each other, and then Reagan added Bush to the ticket to kind of heal all the wounds. So that happens, but I don't know if there's been a president who had a vice president who then had to compete. Pretty interesting. So yeah, Pence is getting in next week. The field is expanding to Trump, DeSantis, this chick named Joni Ernst.
Okay, Joni, what's up, girl?
Right?
What you got, Joni?
How did Republicans view Mike Pence?
Oh wait, Ernst isn't getting in. Wait, real quick. Trump, DeSantis, Nikki Haley, that guy Tim Scott, and then some.
But aren't most of these guys like less than like 1% of a chance? And then
a lot of them at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your question, Bart?
How do people view Mike Pence, like Republicans specifically? Aren't they like he's like a backstabber?
I think there's a lot of he's a backstabber, but then there's like maybe a slice of the party who's like, we need like more politeness. You know?
Well, what about DeSantis? He's pretty cool.
I think the reason why Trump had him as vice president was to win the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Because Trump didn't. So like traditional old school Republicans are like the Bible Belt Republicans, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And then Trump is a New Yorker, and he was a Democrat for most of his life. That's why Trumpsters are Trumpsters.
Right.
Because he had a lot of former Obama voters and working class white, and also like people that were just not a part of politics, and he brought them in. And then he didn't really get the Republican Party's support and the neoconservatives. Because I mean, like each political party, it's not one group, right? It's like
Republicans didn't fuck with him.
there's like different. No, they don't like them.
I think now they do though.
Well, they have to, kind of, but yeah.
Well, the head of the Republican Party, right? Her name's Ronna Romney McDaniel or some shit like that. She's a Romney, and Mitt Romney and Trump don't like each other. There's beef.
Oh, they got mad beef.
Mad beef. But then she was cool to Trump when he was president, right? Because she was the head of the Republican Party at his request, basically, or he like allowed her to be the head. Because if you're the president, you're the head of the party.
Yeah, but they're not clicked up though. They're not
They're not. They don't have the same ideals.
And then I thought it was interesting that I thought the Republican camp would be way more tighter than the Democratic camp, because the Democratic camp is like way bigger with different groups, right? But then they keep talking about how like, oh, Republicans, we need to like vote like Democrats. We need to get behind each other. And I was like, what the hell does that
The other
mean?
way around.
That's what I thought, but it's
Because some people like DeSantis and some people like Trump. Is that
Trump
Trump's won like 40% ahead of DeSantis right now.
Ahead of him?
Yeah, he's way ahead.
So the DeSantis
What
thing.
the fuck?
The DeSantis
Oh,
thing.
we get him again, dude.
He did a weird rollout though. Like when he came out, right? He runs. He says, "I'm running for president." But before that, he did this book tour.
Oh yeah.
Where he like only talks to like local radio guys and shit, like in the state of Florida or wherever. He doesn't go to like a lot of these bigger places.
So people don't really know much about him.
They're not hearing shit about it because there's like this new alternative media shit all over YouTube and all over like different social media platforms, right? Like Twitter and stuff. And he's not going on those places.
He's too old school.
Yeah, he's doing the old school way that they did like in the 2000s.
Because having a book when you run for president, that's pretty common, right?
It's what they do. It's part of the marketing strategy, right? So
To write a book.
Yeah, they have you release.
Read
your
my
book,
story.
and that's your platform. You know, that's what you're gonna run on, and then you go out and do the media rounds and shit like that. And he was doing the very traditional way. It's like whoever's running his campaign, they're like old school.
AM radio.
Yeah, literally.
Who's reading his book though?
So,
DeSantis?
my next question.
Yeah.
Is it only white people that are running?
Oh no, Tim Scott's running.
Who's that?
Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina.
What is he?
He's a black dude.
Oh, he is?
You can't trust him, can you?
Why can't we trust him?
That's why I asked two questions. You can't trust him, can you? You know? 'Cause I don't know.
It's a form of a question.
South Carolina.
Like, what's his?
Yeah, I asked that genuinely because it's like, I mean, I guess since Obama, like, I mean, who else tried to run?
What's he like? What business is he from, Tim Scott? Like, what was his thing prior?
It's a good
And
question.
he's a Republican.
Yeah. Thanks, fellow host. Nothing beats host fucking host.
You have a picture of Tim Scott driving a car?
He would accept.
It's actually a good question. So he says that
With the perm on fucking roller skates?
Yeah. Was he in Boys in the Hood? Tim was in Boys in the Hood, right?
Nick was sitting over there.
Is he Ricky from?
he's a small business owner who got into politics.
Oh, cool.
That's all they said, huh? There's no
Says he
more
got good
information.
grades. He graduated from Charleston Southern University, built his own successful small business, and then he got into public service, elected to Charleston County City Council.
Oh, so he just climbed the politics ladder,
he got into
basically.
the representatives, and then he got into the Senate.
So let me ask you guys a question, because I know how I feel. Like, how do you guys feel about people being fans of these politicians?
I think it's ridiculous.
Okay, you guys hate
It
it.
doesn't make sense.
It's just the weirdest thing to me.
Doesn't make sense.
Weird.
It's really fucking weird.
You see Trump rallies with the fucking merch, dog.
merge.
Decked out Trump bracelet, fucking pearls, like all fucking. They're
Bro, when I
hardcore.
see people with bumper stickers, I'm like, what?
Or flags.
Like, you put that shit on your fucking car?
I think it makes sense to be fans of someone's policies, but like,
I don't get that. Like, what?
It's like they're sports teams.
yeah.
I mean,
But that's what the
How many of those fuckers do you think actually read their policies and get into it?
that's another thing too.
No, it's like the Christians that never read the Bible. It's like they're all about this
Okay,
shit.
so for instance, like people think the homeless problem here is Biden's problem, but it's not, right?
It's been a problem
It's
since I
technically
was
Karen
born.
Bass's problem.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't that a local
Yeah.
problem?
It is.
Oh,
It has nothing to do
100%.
with, like Biden, but like people, I see people online like saying these weird.
Because Biden can't force states to act the way that he wants.
Yeah, but they
Exactly.
don't even know how
But people
politics
don't.
work.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
But how
look
can
at
he
this
solve? How can he solve the homeless problem when he's tripping and falling all the time?
He out there tripping over homeless, dog.
That's what they do.
Yeah, they do.
He can't get to his desk at the Oval Office. He's tripping and falling on his shoes.
Yeah. But it's weird though. Like I think that whole fan shit. Like when people just they're rocking like a flag and they're like the merch. Like if
mean,
you
the
rocking merch, you dork.
The rest of the country, though, I mean, the rest of the other, the world thinks we're weird.
Yeah, you rocking politician merch. What other country is doing that? Think about that. Ask ourselves that.
Kim
I
Jong
think
They have no choice.
They don't have merch.
You know, no one
Gaddafi football
campaigns
jersey?
like us. Like our president, half of the time is spending time campaigning to try to win again.
It's entertainment.
It is
Like 2 fucking years to campaign? Are you fucking serious?
I mean, I just find it crazy if anybody even is a fan of every single policy from any candidate.
no
Like,
way.
you got to disagree with something.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. Especially if you're a Republican, you gotta disagree with some
there's
Republican.
gotta
Be
shit.
something that doesn't hit. Like,
know.
That's the weird part for me. Is like we should have more moderates, and then the minority should be like leftist,
Black and
right-wing.
Asians.
Yeah,
Y'all want to team up?
most,
Yeah, dude,
most should be in the middle, and most should be moderate. While they're, because that's real humanity, right? Like, it's like we're like all mostly in the middle, and we're just like maybe we're right wing here or left wing here on some issues,
On some issues.
right?
Yeah.
But no, with the way it is now it's like you're way over here or you're way over here.
Dude,
And it's
I'm in the leave me.
That's so unnatural.
I'm in the leave me the fuck alone and stop inflating my currency party.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
That's
Stop
fair.
inflating my fucking currency.
Stop
Leave me
giving
alone-
my
leave me
money
alone's
away.
number
How
one.
about that?
Leave me alone is a great party.
That's a great party. Yeah.
Down with Leave Me Alone
Yeah,
party.
I like the birthday party. You like the birthday party?
like the
Yeah, the birthday party. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the birthday
Kanye
party.
said if he gets elected, it'll be like every day is our birthday. And I think that's such a sick fucking policy.
What does he mean by
You
that?
say that really?
He really said that, yeah.
What do you mean? It's Kanye. What do you think?
What do
it
you
means?
mean?
It's a hit.
It's a hit. Yeah.
Every time the answer is just yes. Did he really say it? The answer is yeah. He said it.
Of course. Always. Never be shocked.
And then he started putting boots on as gloves. And then he said,
Yeah.
What a zany guy.
You see that picture of him walking around, and his girl has like a
mask.
like she's covering her head up with a sweater, and then he's wearing like football pads.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Sick.
Muay
What's
Thai
that?
shin pads too. You see that one?
Was he wearing Muay Thai shit?
Muay Thai shin pads.
Did you like
New
that?
style?
Yeah.
Kind of sick.
You gotta get some shoulder pads. I'll get some shoulder pads.
Listen, I think if anyone, do you guys listen to him politically?
Oh, I fuck with him politically.
You
I
fuck with it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How does someone
All of
fuck with him politically?
I fuck with all of it.
No, man.
The birthday party thing.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Every
That's
day
what
is like your
I'm
birthday.
Every day your
How can you
birthday.
disagree with that?
I'm in.
That's a mission. That's a policy statement.
That's like the shit when you run for class president at school. You just say funny shit to make people laugh.
Exactly. That you want fun.
I want Coke out of the water fountain.
If I'm president, pizza party every day.
Every day, not just every Friday, every day.
I'm opening a Chipotle in your homeroom.
So do y'all still bump Kanye's music?
Of course.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm a big fan. Still.
College dropout. Yeah.
I know how to separate the person from the character.
Yeah.
Like, but I think that's because we're in entertainment, right? You know, like most of these motherfuckers have a persona, but in the real world, like they're really just watching people and thinking that that's who they really are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I want to be in Kanye's brain for like a day.
Yeah.
Just to see like what the fuck.
You think you can handle it? Because I bet it's like 50
Actually,
million
not a day.
different
Let me take that back. 10 minutes.
Do you think there's a chance you wouldn't come back?
Oh shit.
No, yeah, I would. I would
Like
want
he's
to.
in there too long. He's in too long. Pull him out.
Yeah,
Pull
yeah.
him out.
Yeah.
Pull the fucking plug.
I was like this.
No, I would have to leave. I would have to. I couldn't be in that brain that long. But I just want to know how he gets to where he gets. Cause like musically, like when we listen to his music, we fucking get it.
Genius, yeah.
Get it. If he did like, you know, if he went and spoke on a podium about music,
Oh, dude.
I'm listening all day.
He wouldn't be
But
wrong.
when he starts going into this political shit, I'm like,
I feel like his heart's in the right place, but he just goes too far, too often,
Yeah.
too long.
And too far into the Jews.
yeah.
yeah.
Did you watch the Lex Friedman thing? His podcast with him?
No. Oh, he
He's
did.
wearing a stocking the whole
Yeah,
time?
Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye. And it was
Was it recent?
It was the one before the Alex Jones one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was before he completely went off the rails.
Oh, Alex Jones, he had the fucking.
The whole time.
But like,
You know, next time I do this fucking show, I'm coming.
but when you hear him talk, you go like, okay, he's like, I kind of get what he's saying, but then he spends 15 minutes too long on one topic, and then you're like, oh.
And it's kind of going in circles. Like that's how I felt when he was on. The last one I watched was when he was on Pierce.
Yeah.
Pierce Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one I watched, and I was like, oh, I mean, I'm like, how can like it's so exhausting.
Yeah.
And the fact that people give it that much attention is fucking insane.
And to stay in the pocket in a
Oh, to
conversation like
stay in
that.
the fucking like people are just like, oh my god, did you hear what he said? Yeah.
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 Well, he's also.
The answer is yes.
It's also pretty interesting too because he's like, who can't we talk about? Who can't we talk about? Who can't we talk about? It's like, dude, you're being lit really well right now in a studio, broadcast everywhere. you tell me who we can't talk about.
Actually talking about him right
You
now.
tell me.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't think he's someone that you should take that serious.
I'm gonna start.
I don't take-
I'm gonna
I'll-
start to try. I'll start to try.
Start to check.
I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong?
Yeah.
You gotta take him serious?
Yeah.
In what way?
Why I respect him?
Why?
Because how he treats paparazzi. That's why.
How does he treat them?
Do that.
You see that video? This is my favorite.
What does he do?
Where he's like,
Oh, you invited them in?
No, well, I don't think he invited. I didn't
Or
see
what
that.
was it? Yeah.
He was 4 a.m. in his front yard or something like that. In his garage, he's opening it up, and then there's a paparazzi guy outside, and he goes, "Morning, Kanye," and he goes, "Shut the fuck up." He's like, "What do you expect me to do and say to you at 4 a.m? That fucking front lawn,
Is
dude."
fucking annoying.
That is hard. That's hard. Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
But
straight
the-
up.
That's the least crazy shit he's ever said.
yeah.
That's relatable, actually.
Yeah. That's when I was like, I like this.
I like that policy. That's a good policy.
And there was one wwhere he's walking with Kim, I think, and he doesn't see a sign. And he hits his head on the sign, and I was like, oh, and the way he's like, because like, you know, you hit something in your head, and you feel so mad that you're like, I'm a fucking moron, and because you hit your head and it hurts,
Yeah.
and then you know that people are watching you do it, you're like, you feel even more embarrassed, and I watch that, and I go, that guy could be our president.
What? I did not see it going
That's how
there.
you got one over. All right. Got it.
Like
Did you see when he what the fuck did he do? Oh, his Uber was taking forever, and there was paparazzi there, and then he asked the paparazzi to give him a ride.
Wow, that's smart.
It's a man of the people.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine you're the Uber driver, and you're like, Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this fuck yeah. Picking up Kanye.
Great.
Yeah.